Do you think your dog is truly happy? Are you sure about that? In fact, up to 80% of dog owners believe their furry friend is happy, but only a small fraction of them can actually recognize the real signs that show their dog is genuinely joyful and healthy every single day. The thing is, some behaviors that seem completely normal might actually be golden signals that you're doing an amazing job as a pet parent. And if you miss those signs, you might also miss out on some of the most precious moments in your journey of companionship with your dog. So, give me just 10 minutes. Let's go through the key signs of a truly happy dog, so you can be sure that, yes, I'm doing it right, and my dog really does love me. And here's a little spoiler. Sign number 13 might just tug at your heartstrings. Shall we get started? Have you ever caught yourself smiling as you watched your dog stretch out lazily on the floor? Legs straight out, or roll over on their back like a fluffy little cloud of calm? A dog with soft, relaxed body language is one of the clearest signs of true happiness. No tension, no stiffness, no signs of being on alert. Just pure relaxation, the very definition of peace. When a dog can sleep with all four legs sprawled out, their chin resting on your foot, or their belly facing the sky, that's when their nervous system is in full-on trust mode. And do you know what that means? It means they don't feel the need to be on guard, because next to you, they feel safer than anywhere else in the world. Here's a little tip. Next time you see your pup stretched out in complete bliss, resist the urge to pick them up or call their name. Let them fully enjoy that rest. It's more than just sleep, it's a deep expression of belonging. There's a quote I once heard that has stayed with me, and I'd love to share it with you. A dog only relaxes its body when its heart has let down all its guards, with the one it loves. And that someone is you. But wait, body language isn't the only clue. The next sign? It's the one that melts every dog parent's heart. That little tail, wagging like a sweet melody of love. Have you ever noticed? There are moments when your dog doesn't need to say a single word, just one little wag of the tail. And your heart feels instantly warmer? A wagging tail, it sounds so simple. But the truth is, it's not just a reflex. It's an emotional melody, composed just for you. And when that tail sways gently, smoothly, with the whole body swaying along, that's your dog telling you, I'm happy. I'm truly enjoying this moment with you. But here's something important that many dog owners often overlook. Not all tail wags mean happiness. A stiff, upright tail wagging in short bursts? That can be a sign of alertness or tension. But when the tail wags softly, at a relaxed pace, and especially when the hips sway along with it, congratulations. That's a sign of pure, genuine joy. Here's a little tip you can try right away. Next time you walk through the door, instead of calling out or rushing in for hugs, pause for just a few seconds. Look at your pup, and watch that tail. It'll tell you everything their heart wants to say. Someone once shared this beautiful thought with me. When you make someone wag their tail just by being there, you've found something the whole world is searching for, genuine connection. And you know what? That tail wag, it's reserved only for the one they love the most. But if the tail is how your dog speaks, through body language, there's one act that's even more magical. When your dog chooses to lie down and sleep beside you, not because they're tired, but because they trust you with their whole being. Have you ever wondered why your dog loves curling up by your feet? Or stretching out in the middle of the living room without a care in the world? Sleep is when a dog reveals their truest emotions. And when your pup can fall sound asleep anywhere, from the corner of a couch to a windowsill, even amid the noise and chaos, it speaks volumes. It means they feel absolutely safe. No fear, no tension, no need to hide in dark corners or toss and turn through the night. A deep, peaceful sleep, ears relaxed, breathing steady, legs twitching now and then as they dream. That's the clearest sign of a soul nurtured by love. Some telltale signs you might recognize. Your pup finds a warm patch of sunlight and curls up like a cozy little mochi. They let out a long yawn, stretch their back, and sigh like they've just checked into a doggy spa. Or best of all, they drift off right on your lap. And don't even stir. Here's something small you can try. Lay out a soft towel for your dog, and tuck in something that smells like you, an old shirt. For example, you'll likely see them sleep even more soundly. Because to them, your scent is the most calming remedy in the world. And I think you'll understand this line. When a dog sleeps peacefully beside you, It's not just because they're tired, it's because they know that with you, even dreams are safe. And as you've probably noticed, a well-rested dog often wakes up with that bright, shining gaze, and follows you step by step, like the most loyal shadow there ever was. Have you ever felt like you're living with a silent little shadow, always just a step behind you? In the kitchen, your pup is there. In the bathroom, still there. Out to the balcony, they're right behind you. No invitation needed. In those moments, have you ever paused and asked yourself, why is my dog always following me? It's not because they have nothing better to do. It's not out of fear of being alone. It's because their heart is quietly tethered to yours by an invisible thread that never breaks. When a dog follows you everywhere, it means they see you as their anchor, their leader, their family, and their whole world. They don't cling to you out of anxiety. They stay close because they love you. Here's a little thing you can try today. Sit down on the floor, stay quiet for 1 minute, and see what happens. If your dog comes over, lies beside you, or rests their head on your leg, congratulations. You've become their safe haven. They're enough. There's a quote I'll always remember, and you absolutely have to hear it. To the world, you may be just one person, but to your dog, you are home. And that's why, when you stand, they stand. When you walk, they follow. Not because they need something, but because being beside you is everything. So if your dog has chosen to be your shadow, then let every step you take be a place where they feel safe to lean on. Especially with the joy of your shared adventures just around the corner. There's a simple kind of joy that many people often overlook. It's that moment when your dog looks up at you, eyes shining, mouth slightly open, and proudly brings over a ragged old toy like it's the most precious gift in the world. It's not just playtime, it's a joyful invitation. When a dog chooses to play with you, it's one of the clearest golden signs that they're full of energy, emotionally uplifted, and most of all, happy to be by your side. Games like fetch, tug of war, or just a playful chase in the backyard are more than just fun. They're how your dog releases emotions, burns energy, and strengthens their bond with you in the most natural way. You don't need to plan much. Just 10 minutes a day. One ball, one rope, one inviting look, and the greatest reward, a happy pup who's excited to play with you, not just play alone. If you've ever wondered, how can I get closer to my dog? This is your answer, simple, yet powerful. A veterinarian once told me, play is a dog's way of saying, I'm alive, and I'm living joyfully. So next time your pup comes up to you, eyes sparkling, tail wagging, put the phone down for a bit, and run with them. You might just find a piece of your own childhood waiting in the gaze of your four-legged friend. And you know what? Sometimes, playing isn't even the main point. Sometimes, your dog will simply walk up to you, say nothing, and gently lean their body against you, as if to share a quiet message. I trust you with all my heart. There are days when you don't have to call. You don't have to coax. Your dog simply comes over, and gently rests their head on your leg. No barking, no whining. Just leaning in. But do you know something? In those seemingly silent moments, your dog is saying more than words ever could. Leaning against you is a sign of unconditional trust. It's their way of saying, I feel safe when I'm with you. I don't need anything else, just being close to you is enough. What makes this gesture even more special is this. Your dog isn't asking to play, eat, or go outside. They just want you and your presence. Try this today. Sit down on the floor. Open your palms, and say nothing. If your dog comes over and leans into you, know this. That's a dog's version of a hug. I once read something written by a dog parent who had just lost their pup after 13 years together. I didn't know how to say, I love you, so every night before bed, I leaned against your leg. Did that make your eyes well up? Because mine did. And after every quiet lean like that, your dog will often look up at you. Big, round eyes full of emotion. And in that gaze, you'll hear the softest, yet deepest whisper you'll ever receive. In your journey as a dog's parent, have you ever truly looked into your dog's eyes for a long, quiet moment? Not to give a command, or to wait for a response, but to see a small, pure world that's quietly loving you. Every single day? A dog's eyes don't speak in words, but they do tell stories. They tell of joy when you come home, of sadness when you rush out without a gentle pat, and even of quiet concern on days when they sense you're feeling down. A long, soft gaze, sometimes with a slow, tender blink, is a language of deep connection. Dogs only share that kind of eye contact with those they truly love and trust. You can try this right now. Sit in front of your dog, gaze softly into their eyes, and blink slowly. If they blink back, or gently move toward you, congratulations. Your hearts are more in sync than you might realize. There's a quote I believe every dog parent should carry with them. Dogs don't look at you because you're beautiful or brilliant. They look because, to them, you are the safest thing in their world. And those eyes, sometimes, they search for you not to ask for food or play, but simply for something beautifully simple. A hug, a soft caress, a quiet moment of closeness. Can you feel it? Your dog is calling you, not with a bark, but with the gentlest gaze in the world. And when their eyes have said enough, the next sign of love will speak even louder. It's when your dog chooses to wrap themselves around you in a warm, honest cuddle. Some days, you don't have to say a word. You're just lying there watching TV, or slumped on the couch after a long day. And then your dog comes over, softly, silently, curling up beside you, resting their head on your lap, or gently tucking themselves against your side. No words, no asking, just a cuddle. For humans, a hug is an intimate gesture. But for dogs, it's a complete surrender of trust. They only cuddle when they feel truly safe. They only curl into you when they see you as their emotional shelter. And they only dare fall asleep in your arms when their trust in you outweighs every instinct to stay guarded. Try this today. Sit on the floor, open your arms, and wait. No calling, no coaxing. If your pup comes over and settles into your embrace, you're holding a sacred place in their heart that no one else can ever take. I once read something that left me in silence for a long while. Dogs don't look for just anyone to cuddle. They cuddle the one who lets them simply be themselves, without needing to do a thing. If you've ever been cuddled by your dog, or watched them fall asleep in your arms, cherish that moment. Because to your dog, it's more than just a gesture. It's a quiet, tender declaration. You are my home, and I don't need to go anywhere else. And when your dog feels this kind of deep, contented happiness, they'll often spring to life with the most playful challenge. A sudden bow, tail wagging, butt wiggling, front legs low, like they're daring you to a full-on, joyful romp. It's not mischief. It's a wholehearted invitation to play, pure, sincere, and utterly joyful. Have you ever seen your dog suddenly lunge forward, front legs stretched low, tail wagging wildly, mouth open in what looks like a huge grin, and eyes sparkling with mischief? That's not them stumbling. And no, they're not tired either. That, my friend, is the play bow, the most adorable invitation to happiness you'll ever receive. It's a deeply social instinct. And it says everything. I'm so happy. I want to play with you. I know you won't turn down this joy, right? What's truly special is this. Not every dog does this with just anyone. They only offer it when they feel completely relaxed, safe, and genuinely want to share their joy with you. So next time you see your pup crouch down like that, don't just smile and walk by. Lean in, loosen up, and join in the fun, whether it's tug of war, a game of fetch, or a goofy chase around the couch. It might only take a few minutes. But for your dog, it's a full-blown celebration of love. A friend once told me something after losing his beloved dog. If I had known that was her last play bow, I would have dropped everything, run with her, laughed with her, just one more time. What does that make you feel? For me, it's a gentle reminder. Never let the small invitations to joy go unanswered. Because for dogs, playing isn't just about fun, it's how they express life, trust, and deep, unconditional love. And if your dog keeps inviting you to play, keeps racing around the house like they're bursting with excitement, then get ready. They're about to enter one of the most delightfully wild states of all, zoomies. Or in other words, going absolutely bonkers with happiness. Have you ever seen your dog suddenly bolt around the house like a rocket, looping around the sofa, tearing through the yard, ears flapping, tail going wild, all for no apparent reason? If you have, then congratulations. Your pup is experiencing a burst of pure joy, otherwise known as the zoomies. It's when all that bottled up energy erupts from inside them, because they're just too happy to hold it in. Maybe it's right after you come home. Maybe it's after a delicious meal. Or a fun play session. Or maybe, it's simply because they love life so much. They just can't contain it anymore. Zoomies aren't just cute. They're a sign of a dog who's healthy, both physically and emotionally. Some people might think their dog is hyper or losing it. But in reality, this is their nervous system releasing endorphins, the feel-good chemicals. It's the same as when we burst out laughing or dance with joy because we're overwhelmed with happiness. Try just standing still, smiling, and watching. You might just find yourself thinking, I wish I could be that free, even just once. And there's something I truly believe you'll agree with. If a dog can still run wild and free like a child, then there's still something good left in this world. And when the zoomies fade, your dog will come back to you, panting, tongue out, eyes sparkling, as if to say, did you see that, Mom? Dad? I'm living every second to the fullest, with you. So, we've just walked through 10 of the most wonderful signs that your dog is truly happy. From that gentle tail wag and those soulful eyes, to the wild, joyful zoomies that fill your home with life. If you recognized 5, 7, or even all of these signs, congratulations. You're not just a good dog parent. You're someone your pup has chosen to trust with their entire heart. And if you haven't seen all the signs yet, don't worry. The very fact that you're here, watching this video, learning to understand your dog better, means your pup already has something many dogs in the world may never get. A human who loves with their whole heart. So, how many of the 10 signs did you spot in your dog? Drop a comment below and let me know. I read every single one. And if this video helped you understand your pup better, love them a little more, then don't forget to like, share it with fellow dog parents, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more heartfelt, meaningful content like this, because a happy dog always starts with a human who truly understands. And that person is you. Paw.